Now, some of the moves I've seen you do over the years, and I know you don't consider them to be moves, but I consider them to be moves because I'm kind of a student of you. You do handwritten notes.
Yep.
Nobody does handwritten notes, but you do. And I've noticed a lot of successful people do handwritten notes, but the general population doesn't do handwritten notes.
Well, you know, my son, you know Marshall. Marshall's in L.A., and obviously trying to make his way in the world of film and television, and he's meeting a lot of people, and his first inclination is to text them a thank you note or email them a thank you note. And I said, Marshall, they invented something called paper and an envelope and a stamp. I said, right now, the world is overrun with texts and tweets and emails.
Yeah.
I said, I mean, that's the norm now. That's the norm. I said, a letter has become the abnormal. It's like, I mean, someone literally thought enough of me to put their phone down and actually turn a paper around, get a pen in hand, and actually think about the word they're going to say. That says a lot more than you think.
I've noticed this year, in the past 5 or 6 months, I've probably received a dozen handwritten thank yous, and they've all come from mentors, Thrive mentors. These are people of all different ages, but it's a success principle. They understand being memorable. They understand showing sincere appreciation. I've also received a cookiegram in the mail. One of the Thrive mentors sent a cookiegram. I received, it's just that the whole idea is you're trying to over-deliver and exceed that other person's expectations, right?
And, you know, that's a good part of what I call the mortar that holds together the bricks of community, the building blocks of community. They're held together by our actions. And if those actions are honest and sincere and continuous, then the house stands.
Now, our next principle is condition your mind to be positive each day. Now, condition. So, example, today, I remember today like it was today, because it was. Today, I got up and I was going, well, it's 2 a.m. I don't want to be up. What I'm going to do is have a big presentation today. I'm going to go ahead and check and double check. And again, a technology conundrum. And this is the 2 a.m. You know what I'm talking about. You have a plane to catch or something. 2 a.m. conundrum. And I'm saying, well, taking a shower, going to work. And I just remember driving in my car, and I have a certain music I listen to. I'm a huge positive music listen. You know, I listen to positive music. I try to listen to self-help, you know, while I'm driving in the car, or I have kind of a whole system I go through to keep myself positive every day, because I was not feeling positive at 2 a.m. when I discovered that some serious technological breaches were occurring. What do you do to stay positive every day? Because you deal with adversity, brother. I know you do.
A lot. And this was a good day. I mean, this was a great day for me, but it was also a day that could have had a lot of challenges for me and people I cared about. So when I got up this morning, I got up literally around 3:30 this morning.
You should have called me.
And I went in the den, and I sat in the den, and I literally started reflecting on how thankful I was for the life that I had, for my family, and how realizing that no matter what the problem that I was dealing with, that they paled in the face of the goodness that surrounded me. And sometimes you have to make yourself move into that mode.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how big the goodness is or how small it is. I tell people, be thankful for the smallest thing and watch it grow.
So you start with a point of thankfulness. And I would also say you're very careful. And I think this is so big. There was a young man that we mentored a few years ago, and he was an employee, and he worked with me in a different company there. And I just remember when I flew out to go visit him, and you know, I was always so excited to see his development. And I hop in his car, and the environment that he created in his car was so negative in every way. His home environment was negative in every way. The shows he was watching were so negative in every way. He didn't realize, but he was kind of polluting himself with a negativity bias.
Right.
Do you do some things to intentionally weed out, you know, like a garden, to weed out the negativity, to stay positive every day?
I clean my car out.
Okay.
I mean, I don't like trash.
Yeah.
Because if I get in the car and it's trashy, and it's that way sometimes. But it also gives me the opportunity, because as I take these things out of the side pockets and I take these things out of the glove compartment that don't belong there, all of a sudden it seems like the car gets bigger, and I'm not crowded in, because all of this negativity, it has to have a seat. And it wants your seat if you let it. So it crowds in, and when it crowds in, guess what it crowds out? The possibility.